That's right, that's BatterY Masters of Metallica, and we got a great interview with our frontman, John Schultz, right here on Mid-West Mayhem, Peoria's own video music magazine.
Hey guys, I'm here with the frontman John Schultz from BatterY Masters of Metallica, Metallica tribute band. Thanks for being with us today, Johnny.
Thanks for having me, man. Sure.
John's a local guy from right around here in Peoria. I'll let him fill you in on the details. Now, when this all started, basically, when you were out in LA with Frank, your guitar player, right?
94, 95-ish, yeah.
Okay, fill me in on that. How'd that all start?
We were an original band called Mother's Mistake, and we were out there hawking our CD that we'd made and originals and stuff. And, you know, everybody, oh, let's go to LA. That's the place to be. Unfortunately, that's right when grunge kicked in. So we were shit out of luck on that. So we were in a practice jam room one night, and we were just going through odd stuff and Metallica, just going through cover stuff, and we're like, oh, why don't we, do the tribute thing, see what that's like. And at the time, I didn't even play guitar. I played a little bit of keyboard, a little bit of acoustic in the sets, and mainly sang, so I was like, oh, really, just put it all on me, man.
Right. So, you sat down with a guitar and
hacked out about 2.5-hour show, song after song, and fumbled through it. And I'm left-handed too, so I had
I didn't realize that. Yeah,
I learned to play everything right-handed, so that was a challenge too in itself.
Right.
So I mean, it was different, but I mean, we hacked it out and ended up putting a decent show together.
So and then, from the way I understand it, once you guys started ripping out the Metallica thing, everybody just went nuts on you guys, and
it was fun. Yeah, that was a band. The first tribute was Master of Puppets.
Okay.
With Kenny Peak. Got to give the props to Kenny Peak and Nate Arrington too, man, who's in Cemetery Gate. So another plug for them guys.
Right on. I've opened up for them myself.
Oh yeah, man. You ought to have them on here sometime.
I want to. Man.
Rick Henderson and all them guys, man. Buddy Jackson and.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, Nate. Scotty McClellan, rock and roll Scotty.
Right on. Very cool. All right, so we're going to kind of fast forward a little bit.
Sure.
So, you started out with, what was the name of your band?
Mother's Mistake.
And then it went
evolved into Master of Puppets, same members.
Okay, and then how did you get to be BatterY?
Well, that's a different story in itself. There was a little turmoil, argument type stuff going in the band as usual, but it was more... wasn't really even that. It was just kind of a burnout thing. We're all, every weekend we were trying to make a living out of this, and we were driving everywhere, packing up the gear every week, and driving down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, or New York State, and out to California, and into Vegas, and then back home. And you'd have 2 days to sit at home. It burns you out.
Right. There's a lot of miles involved in the shows.
And so we just kind of took a little hiatus from that, and then it started out with BatterY losing their singer, rhythm guitar player. So they called Frank and said, hey, why don't you guys come up and do a little audition with us, and if you guys want to. And Frank come over, and we actually live next door to each other.
Very cool.
He come over next door, he says, hey man, you want to do this? And I was like, yeah, why not? So we went up there and and jammed with them for a bit, and that's the beginning of it, really, with BatterY. Frank kind of left. He went on to do his other things after, I think, 5 or 6 months with the band. He's actually a psychologist now.
Oh, wow.
He's got his
Went from psycho to psychologist.
Yeah,
right on.
He's got his master's in psychology. So
Very
good
cool.
for him, man.
Right on. Good for him.
Yeah, and all the best to him, man. No, after that, it was kind of, they brought in, after Frank left, they brought in an 18-year-old guitar player, Jay Schrodek, who they had on the back burner anyway, so they brought him in, and phenomenal, man. He's just a prodigy, man, just out of nowhere, just shreds all the leads like it's nothing.
Cool,
So,
very cool. Now, is all the other members of BatterY based out of Chicago?
right now they are. We have a lead guitar player named Juan David. He's from Colombia, actually. He's over here on a work visa. He's living in Chicago. Phil, our bass player, and Lawrence, our drummer, are actually Canadians that have work visas as well, and they live in the Chicago area too,
Wow.
Crown Point, Indiana.
Wow.
Actually,
So you actually are a national act.
yeah, all over the damn place. Yeah,
international act.
Right,
actually.
right.
All right, now, you're in a unique position with BatterY. You're one of the front guys. Now, how many other frontmen are there in BatterY?
There's 2 others. There's George, and then there's Rob B. Sorry, George, I forgot your last name. George is based out of Ohio, and a lot of shows they do, if they have Ohio shows, George usually takes those over, which is cool. He's a great singer, great frontman. And Rob the same way. Rob's out of New Jersey, and he does the shows that I can't do, and vice versa. We all kind of just feed off each other.
Right.
I got to work that week. Rob's got it. George's got to work that week. I got it.
Right,
So,
and you said it's kind of a regional thing. If BatterY's playing in one area,
right.
one singer takes that area.
Yep.
Okay, right on. I gotcha. That's a really interesting. I mean, I don't know a lot of guys who actually have 3 frontmen, that play nationally.
Right. Well, I would do it full time. I mean, I love doing it. The fact is that I work a full-time job too, so down at ADM, and it sucks. Sorry, ADM, but it does. But I got a family, a little girl, and a boy that I got to take care of, and that's what I got to do, man.
Right.
So, but I enjoy doing what I do, and every chance I get to do it, I'm happy to.
And who's the founding members of BatterY?
That would be Harvey Lewis was their original singer, Lawrence Langley, and Phil McLaughlin, so bass player and drummer.
So you said you started with BatterY 2000-ish?
2000-ish, yeah. We're
Okay,
going to use
so
a lot of ishes.
Do you have an idea how long actually BatterY has been together in a total?
25, 26 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, long
Wow.
time, yeah.
Shit, they've been together as long as I've known you, man.
Yeah, they've been together forever, man. So.
Now, you guys have done some pretty big shows, man, all over the States. Can you name some of the bands, the bigger name bands that you guys have done shows with?
Man, it goes way back. I mean, hell, back when Fuel was doing stuff, and Godsmack, and Def Leppard, and Stone Temple, when he was still alive. We did the show with him. Alice in Chains.
So you guys just played over in the Middle East back in September.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of the questions I have before we get too far into that is, now, I know you guys have to take your rigs and stuff,
Nope.
You guys didn't have to, like, drag all that stuff through the airport? And,
No, there's a lot of red tape for that. Basically, the back line's provided. Whatever's on the base is what's provided. So the only thing we were required to bring was our guitars.
Really?
And Lawrence, our drummer, brings his sticks, and Tars picks a little small floor processing unit that we can plug into whatever amp's going to be there, at the time. So.
Right. Now, you guys go through, like, how long did it take you guys? I was reading about body scans and, fill me in on that.
Yeah, that's a couple checkpoints before you get into the base. First, it's the UAE was where we were back in September, United Arab Emirates. Their military, you have to go through their checkpoint first. And then, it's a body scan. It's open your suitcases, dump everything out, empty your pockets, take your shoes and socks off, look in your eyeballs, look in your mouth, in your ears.
Pee in a jar?
Yeah, pretty much. And, no, a lot of regulations and rules. No showing the bottom of your feet to them. No taking pictures of their flag. There's a lot of stuff, prep stuff before you get into the base.
Right.
So. Then there's the second checkpoint, which is a U.S. checkpoint, which is a little more whack. They're just kind of, you guys already been through one, so we're just going to scan you and then go through. And you have to leave your IDs and your phones and all that stuff with them, so that way you're not taking pictures of the locals and stuff.
I got you. How'd you feel about playing over there?
Awesome. It's an honor. It was hot, but I wouldn't give it away for nothing. Them guys are over there. Got to figure them guys are working 12, 16-hour days, 6 days a week on base in that heat, man. In the Persian Gulf, it's not just dry heat like everybody thinks. It's the desert. It's dry. No, it's the Persian Gulf is there. So you get the humidity coming off that Gulf and the heat. So it's swamp-ass city over there, man. Just dead heat. Yeah, I think when we got there the first time, it was... year before that we played Qatar, and it was 118 degrees out when we landed. So it's nasty hot, man. Just nasty hot. You're instantly sweating. So a shower is like, why? So
now, how long was you guys there before you played your first show?
We were usually there a day before the show, so that way they bring in a production guy too that does. He has all his stuff imported in, and incredible, man. Incredible sound, man. Incredible setup system, man. It's just nice, which is good for us because otherwise we sound like we're playing in a garage. So, but he does a great job. Cody. Cody's his name. I can't remember his last name because I suck at names. But Cody, that's for you, man. But incredible sound, man. The troops, that's why I love doing it, because we're playing for our troops.
Right.
Which is cool. What's cool about playing on these bases is that there's a lot of coalition troops there too. Denmark and Canada and just from all over the world. So Great Britain, you got all these other troops that are enjoying the show too. So you're basically playing a worldwide crowd,
right.
Which is awesome, So they get to hear it too. So which is a blast. We actually got to. There's a bar on the base called Churchill's, and it's only Brits could go in there.
Oh wow!
Unless you're special invited. So we were setting up the night before and doing a little sound check, making sure everything was good. And these Brits heard us doing sound check, and they were like, "Man, tomorrow night, mate, you gotta come in here. And you got our personal invoice, so you come in here." And because it's only basically there's another bar on base, but it's 2-drink minimum every 24 hours. So 2-drink maximum, that is. So you can only have 2 drinks in 24 hours.
Wow.
So, but
I wouldn't make it.
But yeah, yeah, it was rough, man. But the Brit bar is a little different. They don't really have to abide by those regulations because they're a different country. So Churchill's, God love them, man. They invited us in, and we were pounding British beer, man. It was
Right
awesome.
on. Very cool. How many shows did you do on the bass?
We did one big show. It was a Saturday night, I believe. Got in Friday, settle in, and do a little tour of the bass. And Saturday night was basically prep work for Saturday. All day Saturday was prep work for the show Saturday night. We usually intend, our contracts usually say 90-minute show. Hour and a half, we're done. Boom, we're out of there. Thank you, sayonara. These shows we add a lot onto it because, again, it's for the troops. It's an honor to be over there, and if they're giving us the feedback, man, we're going to keep playing until they cut us off. Right. So we did 3.5 hours over there last time, man. Just a straight-on show, no breaks, and in 109-degree heat. So
wow.
Yeah.
You guys are planning to return. I know you can't say exactly when yet, but
right.
You are planning on going back, and
yep.
That's in the works.
Yep, the invites are there. We're just waiting for some red tape to get through, and definitely plan on going back. Man.
All right, now, you guys, Suncoast Music, they're an agency for you guys. Mm-hmm. Tell me about them.
Great agency. Al Spahn, he's an awesome agent. He was actually with us during the master days, actually, so which was cool because it was when we were with Wolfman Jack's agency. So Al Spahn was our agent then, so I was kind of familiar with him coming back into BatterY. So
cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
You mean the Wolfman Jack?
The Wolfman Jack.
Wow.
He wasn't around when we signed with the agency, but his son was running the agency.
Wow,
yeah,
very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow, you got some interesting stories, John Boy. All right, Johnny, tell me about this show coming up in Rochester.
Rochester, New York. Lakesider is the former Penny Arcade, famous Penny Arcade. Awesome show, awesome crowd. I kind of cut teeth there when I first joined BatterY. So those guys gave me the warmest welcome ever. Everybody's real Harvey this, Harvey that was their original singer. So I was very nervous when I first did that show. So, because that was like basically their hometown right across the border is Canada, So, they got Canadians come over, and then they got all of Rochester coming in there. It's always a packed house, front of stage to the back of the door. It's always at capacity. They're always turning people away. Like I said, I cut teeth there. They gave me a warm welcome, and every time I've come back there, it's always been phenomenal.
Very cool.
It's a drive. I drive myself there, which sucks, but I do it because I love that place, and it's kind of nostalgic for me in a way, because
place you like to call home.
Yeah, it is. They make you feel like home there,
Very cool.
Plus, you can't beat, the wings up there, man, near Buffalo, man. So Buffalo wings, man, they do it right up there, man.
Right on. Very cool. You got any other shows on the hook for after Rochester?
Not at the moment. It's coming up August. We're talking August for a couple secret shows.
Right on.
Very
cool. Very cool.
But we'll keep you posted. Check the Facebook page and stuff, and keep you posted on that.
Now, I know you're married, and you're a family guy. You got kids. You being on the road, is it tough for the family, or is your family pretty receptive to it? Or
it's tough for the family. It's tough on the family. It's tough on me. It's why Jen, she doesn't pull me back from that. I respect her for that because she's always giving me that freedom to go. Yeah, you want to be a musician? I respect that.
Right.
So she met me while I was playing in Mother's Mistake. So we've been together 20 years. So it's a long time, man. So but she gives me that respect. And yeah, it sucks when I'm gone. It sucks. I got a little 3-year-old girl at home, and I got my boy, and I miss them all, when I'm on the road. So yeah, it's mutual,
Right.
But like I said, she lets me do it because I love doing it,
right
which
on.
is cool.
Very cool. Very cool. I wanted to ask you. Now, some guys, they got to have like 30 minutes of silence. Is there anything, before a show? Is there anything special you do to prepare for a show?
Silence.
Yeah.
No. A shot and a beer, Patron and a beer, man.
Right on.
I don't like staying in the dressing room. I don't like doing any of that stuff. I like getting out in the crowd and actually watching the opening band and, and partying with the crowd. I like getting out there with them, so they're like, oh, you're the guy next, so it's kind of fun doing that. I don't know, it kind of helps me relax to get out there and say hey to people and get familiarized with them, and they're familiarized with me, and I get up on stage and it's like, hey, how you doing? Hey, I just talked to you, so it's more of a comfort thing,
It gives you an opportunity to assess.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So,
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
lots of people, man. Jen, hi. Bobby, hi. Jess, hi. Daddy loves you. Got to give props to the Bogart Jones Band this morning on Nash FM, man. Did a kick-ass job with their song. Also, Brian Dennison's got some cool stuff. Southside Celebrity. Matt Miller, got to give props to him. There's a lot of people you should have on your show, man.
Right, I'm shooting
Musical
for that.
prostitutes, Ryan Rose, man, you're a slut. That's what we got. Oh, man, there's just a bunch of them. Everybody. Cemetery Gates, man. You guys got to have them guys on here, too, man. Great guys. Props to all them guys. Go see local music as much as you can. That's what keeps them alive and doing it, man. So it's all part of you guys. So.
All right, guys. Well, you just heard it all from John Schultz, frontman from BatterY Masters of Metallica. Keep an eye out for him. John, thanks for coming.
Thanks, brother.
And
Thanks, man.
we'll be looking for you guys soon, man.
Cheers.
You know it's sad but true.